Oh
Guten
wow.
Tag. Guten Tag.
Hello, I am Spooky Garbage.
It's actually Gute Nacht now. What
Oh,
time is it?
we're doing a really great job at this intro.
I know, right?
You were supposed to say your
It's
line.
okay. Ich bin the interstellar host. I don't know how to translate that bit.
And we're back for another Doctor Who discussion, and this time we're talking about the second Doctor Who special. So
Ah,
let's get into Gals.
well,
Let's start on the last video.
yes.
Because we
I
have
don't like my bits. I'm gonna put it off the record.
host's opinion.
On the
The
record,
opinions that
actually.
have changed will be on screen right now.
Yes, and I don't think that's enough.
Shut up.
I do. Ever since the videos I've watched over the video, I have not been having restful nights.
And you made me cut shit before we put that video out.
Yeah, and
So-
I think, who knows? Maybe I come back with a methylphenidate or hydrochloride
Drugs.
or
Crack.
or meth or no meth.
Can you just stop listing drugs so we can move on?
Or amphetamine prescription. I could make like a proper video that merits like my piece.
On your own channel, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah. Yes.
The only opinions for me that have changed is like the TARDIS is like really grew on me, and then True has as well.
Okay.
I don't know why we're such haters last week. Also, I really like the music, like the backing track.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Okay.
That's not the music or anything. Other than being in a foul mood, and now I'm in an unstable mood. I feel like I could probably chug out a proper review at some point when I come back with a prescription.
you just want drugs. you just need drugs, and that's okay.
But other than that, I guess we can get into it. I wasn't very fair, and I was also not only this one is also kind of unscripted. You can just see points on the screen.
Well,
the other one was also unscripted.
Because I wrote like a really good script, I'd say.
I wouldn't call this a script, mate. It's just bullet points.
Why are you so hateful? No. Anywho.
Not only that, but the other one was also right off after I finished watching, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was like a...
And I've only watched it once.
It was like
Same for it today.
I only watched Special One once, but I watched this one twice.
I've watched this one once, but you know. Anyway.
I don't want to jump the gun, but I did have fun. Anywho, the start of the episode.
Okay. Isaac Newton?
Isaac Newton.
Okay, I want to say something about him before we move on.
Go ahead.
I've recently learned that he was inspired by, like other astronomers, physicists, or mathematicians, he was inspired by a scholar from the Islamic Golden Age called Ibn al-Haytham.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have my little Raven Simone moment, only because I know what the future entails. But we're gonna hear that name in the future.
What? I'm confused.
You're gonna understand.
I don't think I will, but okay.
You will.
Did you like the comedy of this?
About
like the Donna and Doctor back and forth.
About how they landed on the tree with the apple.
Yes, that is what happened. I mean, like, did you like their conversation?
I've got a black hole for a memory, but I thought I didn't have anything against it when I thought it was very funny. Also, I think they took the golden opportunity to make the gravity of the situation a pun.
That was
great. Had this little butterfly effect, huh?
Yeah, that was great. I love Donna. Best companion. To this day. This day.
I know.
Bella's like second. Is that controversial, perhaps?
Oh, I like Rose. She's the closest to me.
I do like Rose. Wait, which Rose are you talking about? There's two of them.
The one who said something about only having GCSEs and being
Oh,
working as a store.
Yeah, I love Rose. She's so great. But yeah,
the tree had green apples, which kind of threw me off. I
hate a green
red.
apple. I hate a green apple.
Do you hate green apples in general?
I do. Red apples all the way.
I don't know when the last time I ate was a green apple. Honestly.
Just be a pear instead of being a green apple. Get a job. At that point, just do that. But yeah, there was a lot of like backlash, obviously, because of like the race bending.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit, but it also like every Doctor Who tweet is like under it, and it really pisses me off.
I've sort of somehow it made it onto my Twitter timeline, and I was I don't like that. Like, get off. This isn't. This is the problem with the For You, quote unquote, For You page
Elon Musk
on Twitter. I never asked for this.
Yeah, it's like every like, Doctor Who tweet now, you'll read the replies and it's like, this is woke nonsense. I hate it so bad. Doctor Who was always woke. Let's be real.
Yes, but also the nature of the Doctor, which is like a interdimensional time human being.
Yeah.
Not human being. God damn it.
Well, the
Time
TV movie,
Lord.
TV. He was half human in the TV movie. Allegedly. Allegedly, I haven't seen it yet. But
what about the Doctor that had the human lifespan that ended up in the parallel universe?
Would that be one Metacrisis Doctor?
It's the one that Rose ended up with.
I didn't like that part of that program.
I thought it was funny that he was a war criminal though.
Yeah.
And he's like, your punishment is having a human life, and I was
That's
like,
so
is that a punishment? But yeah, anyway.
Rip the diva. Rip that diva.
Anyway, the nature of the Doctor, which is to like regenerate as whoever, whenever, whatever, kind of like it kind of opens for so many possibilities, which I think we can argue, which makes the Doctor like not a fixed being.
Yeah. Oh, the next scene has there's the intro.
Mavity. He called it Mavity.
What
I
a
hated
fucking
that.
dunce. Anyway.
You didn't hear Gravity, you dumbass.
And not to mention that was like a recycled joke, because that was in the Davros short. That type of joke. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Dalek. There was controversy about that as well.
How? About the
Russell T
whole...
Davies said that he didn't want to have. It was something about like he didn't want to have Davros in a wheelchair because he didn't want to paint like people in wheelchairs evil. That was a bit goofy. He was a little bit goofy on that one.
I think true representation and equality is habit that not matter anymore.
Yeah.
Whether they're evil or not.
I feel like Russell T Davies is like fighting for his life to include people, and he doesn't know how, but by God he'll try.
And you know what? It's just the nature of having a body. You should just. It's something we will all inevitably face. We will all like lose like what is it? Our health if we end up reaching old age. It's just the truth.
Yeah, but the next scene is the TARDIS crashes into the wall of the spaceship, the interior spaceship.
I had to remind myself that TARDIS is not made of wood.
Yeah.
It's just an outer appearance.
Yeah. Also, Donna keeps almost dying. That wee blast of flame could have killed her dead.
We'll get to that.
No, I'm not talking about the one that from the start. At this point.
The one in the TARDIS.
Yeah, the TARDIS like shot out like a ball of flame.
Oh, no.
That woman's like living on the edge.
I know. I feel like, honestly, I was worried sick for her safety the entire episode.
I know, that was like, yeah, the episode like did a really good job of bringing the tension.
I know. I not once I felt worried for the Doctor, just Donna.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the Doctor, to be honest. But it's like, you leave that woman alone.
He can just press the restart button on his body. It's fine.
I know, but we Donna can't do shit. Just keep her safe, y'all. Then they like he uses the sonic screwdriver because the TARDIS is like dead. Because coffee killed the TARDIS. Okay. Okay, sure. But he uses the sonic screwdriver because it has a new ability. That's we're feeling very quirky.
I mean, what was it? We've had a few. I'm not gonna infer anything from because I've said my memory is just a gaping black hole at this point.
Gaping hole, yes.
It's a black hole that just sucks all the light in, all the stars and planets, and everything being like, I don't remember anything, but I feel like the target just doing a reboot is not anything new.
No, but using like the Sonic to do that, that's new. But
what is the Sonic usually for? Just
opening doors. It opens them doors.
Yep.
It's always good for opening them doors.
And reading stuff.
Yeah, it can give you like wee reading. How does he understand that?
Environmental readings. I don't know.
How does he like?
Maybe he hears the sonic screwdriver.
And the voice, Frankie Grande.
Shut up.
This is a very current bit. Frankie Grande's getting in every episode of this.
Why?
I don't know. And Frankie Grande keeps popping up, so I can't even forget about him. Like, did I send you the screenshot I took very recently?
I don't think so.
I've sent you multiple screenshots as the issue, so you can't even like say yes or no. Well, I'll check. Hold on, faithful viewer.
Outside of the one, like...
Oh no, I didn't. This would have been last night. It was Frankie Grande's face photoshopped on Ethan Slater. It was really bad.
You said something similar several times.
No, this is a newer one, but this one was weird. Anyway, Doctor Who. We need to stop. We need to quit.
I know.
We're
just gonna derail the conversation like 12 times.
Oh, they enter the hallway and they notice Jimmy Bob. And then they start running towards him.
Jimbo, you mean?
Oh yeah, the Doctor is revealed to be into like Isaac Newton. Gay.
I mean, it shouldn't be surprising. I just the only thing that surprises me is that Isaac Newton is the first one. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like a 1666 man is just not
he gets
my
his rocks
cup
off.
Honestly, any man is not my cup of tea, but especially not a 66.
I didn't think Isaac Newton was all that. If I can tell the truth. Sorry to this man, but like,
I mean, you also don't have any authority. I'm gonna discredit you here.
No.
No.
Plenty of authority.
No.
I sure do.
No, you don't.
I sure do.
Don't. You do
I sure
not.
do. I do.
You? Do you?
No.
You oh.
Probably not. Anyway, okay.
Because I'm
Donna
like
calls
remembering.
him out. Don't remember. Donna calls him out.
She's like, well, that was obvious. I mean, yeah, she's right. It is obvious.
I'm just happy
it should have been obvious.
We got a moment of it recognized. But yeah, they hear the TARDIS noise, and then she ran.
I have to say something though.
Go ahead.
Before we move on to the TARDISes, the Doctor through every regeneration just inherits the same soul with different attributes.
Yeah.
I think, like maybe like a slight personality change.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fundamentally the same person.
Same
like,
bitch.
Regardless of who they express their interest or which like body they end up with, it's the same person.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, ever since I've started the show, it was sort of like a given. Outside, the only thing is, I would just like sort of assume the Doctor wasn't the type to really seek relationships like that.
Yeah, I wanted him to be like fully asexual.
To me,
well, that's what I wanted.
It wasn't something that I was particularly seeking, although I wouldn't have had any problem with the Doctor being asexual. But I was like, it's all just a circumstance thing. as well as like losing family and having this sort of distance.
I don't like when the doctors like diddle on people. Can we not? He diddles people.
Maybe the doctor is feeling erratic.
It's like during the Stephen Moffat era, like the doctor suddenly got very horny. And he just couldn't stop. Wonder why that is? Stephen Moffat, you're a clown. You're a perverted clown.
I mean,
I like Stephen Moffat kind
it's just, how do I say this? I do believe, like, truly believe the doctor loves people, but I
don't think it has to be sexual.
I know. I also think the doctor is also keeping distance because of
trauma. Ooh, we see some of that later.
Some
trauma. Oh yeah, so the TARDIS runs away. The girls have a wee mini fight.
I know.
I don't love that. That gives me anxiety. They should be besties.
I mean, that's what best friends do.
When have we had like a proper fight?
We're both people who squabble to like not be too confrontational.
Yeah.
So
I guess they are both like very confrontational.
Yeah, so like maybe if we both had like confrontational, personalities.
If we both get our drugs, we get bad and we fight.
If we both fix ourselves, maybe we'd fight a lot
Doctor,
more.
I really need some drugs so I can fight with my friend. Is that okay? Is that chill with you?
Fighting is normal. Let me have it.
Anywho, Miss Bean is mentioned. We'll return to that later.
Oh, Mrs. Bean. The first thing I thought of was Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, yeah, me too.
So it was like...
Which, surprisingly, doesn't get a mention in this.
I know!
I thought Donna was going to say that later, that's what I would have said. That is why it's funny.
I know. I was because Mr. Bean.
Yeah. What, maybe he was supposed to get mentioned, but like they couldn't use the name or something? I don't know. What a street. Why would you call her Miss Bean and not... Anywho, this is the dumbest thing to get caught up on. Oh, the ship, like, occasionally says a word and it moves. We'll return to that later.
The thing, I wasn't... When I heard, like, the random words, I was like, is this supposed to, like, reference something that I'm not aware of?
I think it was the second word. It sounded like they said college, which I think that might be...
Is it not Collis?
No, it was. But what I thought at the time, I thought it was Khaled, and I think Khaled's to do with the Daleks. But I was just wrong. I was just wrong about that. Get wrecked.
It was Collis.
It was Collis. No, they found a car in the ground.
It kind of looked like those vehicles you had, like a work sites.
Yeah.
You know, to move stuff. That's what it looked like.
It doesn't really like fit the vibe of the spaceship.
Are they called like forklifts? Forklifts?
Yeah, forklift, very much like that, but without the lift. But yeah,
is it because it's orange in the middle of a white?
Yeah, they could have painted it white, like.
I feel like it would have blended in the background.
I guess. The meet wee Jimbo.
Yeah, Jimbo.
Congratulations on All Stars 8.
I could tell it was a robot from far away, because it was just blending into the whole palette of the surrounding.
Well, wee Jimbo was like on the poster, and because he was on the poster, I assumed that he would be like the monster of the week, which was nice because I was like misled. I love that. He did nothing.
At first, when I saw like an angle looking at the Doctor and Donna, I thought it would be like a misdirect, and the thing was actually harmless, but I ended up being wrong.
Oh yeah, Donna takes over the drive now, and then they land in front of a door. They go in, and it's the cockpit. What are your thoughts on that word?
I need you to be normal for 1 second.
It's like something happened to me this year. Oh, there's no life signs, and the last activity was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I would have. I directly then my first like theory was that, so either what came in was some sort of synthetic life instead of like like organic life.
Yeah.
And my second theory is that it doesn't count as it being alive, like a virus.
I don't even know what I was thinking. No thoughts had empty. I was just watching it.
I was constantly thinking the entire time.
I was just like really enjoying the vibe.
Yeah, I thought I've never watched the movie, but I thought like the surroundings of the spaceship. Maybe it's just a spaceship thing in general.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of
Alien?
What does it remind me of? Alien is one of the thing. The other thing is that movie called Passenger that I've never seen.
I haven't seen that either.
Same. I have never seen it either.
Great. I'll put a picture in of Passenger. We can both find it about it at the same time. Yay!
we can discover the plot in real time.
In real time. Next week we're doing a Passenger review. Anywho,
that was a joke.
I beg yours?
I'm just the Passenger review.
No. I just bought the DVD. Oh, did I activate the drone?
The camera, you mean?
Yeah, it's basically a drone.
Yeah, it is.
It
kind of reminded me of something.
What? Oh no.
When they went to the thing and they started controlling the camera to move everywhere,
Subnautica?
And it came out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Subnautica was the first thing I thought because I was doing that thing for a while.
I thought like the visual effects and this like part of it were like amazing. I thought it looked so good.
I didn't think anything of it, so it must have been good. Visual effects are their best when I'm not thinking about them.
Yeah, and later on we're going to be thinking some.
Okay, but the even the round camera and everything, it reminded me of Subnautica, which I was like, do I miss playing the game? It's a thought that I'm gonna pin for the future.
But like visually, this episode was like amazing. I think. In terms of like the look of it, like all the lighting and all, I live for it.
I was complaining about sci-fi despite the fact that the Beep was a comic book character.
Yeah.
I was saying fantasy or whatever. Sci-fi. This also is just classic sci-fi.
This is pure sci-fi.
It's
like sci-fi horror.
Yeah, because if you think you're alone, you end up in a spaceship in the middle of nowhere.
Like this was an episode made for me. Because I love season 1 through 4. Oh my dog's fighting.
It kind of reminded me when they were in a situation like that about like a place where they're not sure how long they had to live or if they're going to go back. Reminded me of that episode where they ended up in a very like warm spaceship. Was it near 42? The sun?
You want to know who wrote that episode?
Who?
Chris Chibnall. Run. But yeah, I feel like it was made for me because it was the characters from season 1 through 4 of Doctor Who in a horror setting. I live for that shit.
It's sci-fi horror specifically.
Sci-fi horror. I haven't really experienced that much sci-fi horror.
I have experienced none of it outside of the one game, and that's it. That I didn't even play.
Get out.
It's the game that's based on an alien.
An alien?
No, Alien. It's based on Alien
Isolation?
Yes.
I played that for some reason. I haven't watched the films. But I played a bit of that. Alien review coming in 2 weeks' time.
Alien review, Passenger review.
Yeah, what's next? The ship is lost. Oh yeah, the ship turns out it was lost and it fell through the wormhole.
Wormhole. I thought it would end up in an alternative universe, but it ended up at the edge of the universe, which I did predict. I predicted the edge of the universe when he looked out of the window.
Oh yeah, the music of this episode, I thought it was so great.
I liked it. I was bopping a little bit for some parts.
It was just like... It was a horror film soundtrack? For real though?
Yes. Yes, but it also had like this sort of pacing.
I was getting my life. I was sitting on my bed getting my life. Because finally, like, Doctor Who's went full horror.
I love when it goes full horror.
Me too. It's like the best Doctor Who ever. It's like Midnight. I love Midnight.
I love Midnight too.
Midnight is like, oh, that girl. Oh my god. And there's also like the Utu part of which I love.
Mm-hmm.
The Satan Pit and the Impossible Planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, when Doctor Who goes like full horror on like a ship, it's great. Oh yeah, they leave and they hear a noise, which would that become? Was that the noise that was the captain? That we find out later.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that noise was. Yeah. Then they entered like the wee filament room.
Yeah,
with
and the Doctor gets his revenge.
He gets his revenge? Oh yeah, because he scares her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if that was appropriate.
What do you mean?
They're on like a spaceship. They know they're at like the edge of the universe. She has to rely on him. You don't pretend you die.
Okay, how is that like different from the Earth bit?
The Earth
where
pit?
they were both locked together and they thought they'd be locked in the spaceship forever, and she just pretended to die.
Did she? I can't remember. It's been too long. I need to rewatch.
And she's like, "What?" After she woke up.
Oh, oh, do you mean in the most recent special?
Yes.
Special one? Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's revenge.
Yeah. I suppose.
Also, the fact that he licked it just made me react like Dawn. I was like, "Oh, why would you do that?"
Look how I reacted. Look at how I reacted in the chat.
The normal.
No.
By the way, on the screen it says, "Wish that was me."
I'm gonna have the OBS, so hopefully it will work this time. I can't believe like everything failed last time. I'm gonna go swing rocket over a fence. Oh yeah, he instructs her to like rearrange the filaments while he goes, and they split up.
I was like, don't split up, don't split up, don't split up.
Hoes love splitting up.
Because I knew as soon as everything goes south as soon as you split up on a spaceship that you believe you're alone.
And they were told already that it was like hostile action.
Yep.
But Daki was like, okay, I'll leave you be. Have fun, girl.
It's like the TARDIS told you there's danger on the spaceship, and also something airlock out in out.
Yeah. And
now you're just gonna scare you away to a different. Like, is there a time restraint on you? Like, are you like on a at that point they didn't even know they were on a time restraint.
It's horror film logic, which I live for. Oh, I love that we lane. Can you still hear me? No.
It's something I would respond, or you actually mostly.
Yeah. Because that's just fun. It's fun.
Literally, when I ask you any question, you go no automatically.
Yeah, and like when I enter Hyperbeam when we watch One Piece, I just say no. So no question. I just want to, or I tell you to get out. Mm-hmm. Get out.
Leave.
Who the fuck let you in here? Okay. Oh yeah, he instructs her to rearrange the filaments, and he goes to look for a wee water pivot.
Oh, a water pivot?
That was. Do you remember
the water tubes? I know.
Yeah, but there was wee
bubbles.
I don't want to say knobs. What do you call that? You spin about. Like on the water tap, the top of the water tap. Yeah, kind of.
Or is it
but that was a wee pivot.
A tap, a wheel,
a wheel that you use to open shit and close shit. Anywho.
A valve!
A valve! Well, we can end the episode now. It's peaked. Okay. Oh yeah, immediately it gets cold and the wee doctor shows up.
I knew as soon as, like, the doctor showed, I knew immediately that was the imposter.
I didn't! So when I cut back to him, I didn't know. I didn't realize.
I was like, I was like, I knew something is gonna happen. The first thing that comes in that door is not the doctor. That was what I was thinking.
But
and I saw him come in. I was like, "You are not the doctor."
I'm glad I didn't realize.
You're so fucking quiet.
Glad I didn't realize because I was gagged.
You're asking emotional questions. This isn't the time. What are you trying to get emotional when there's like?
And it was like him. It was just shot of like him talking. Then it cut to him in the other room, like doing the action. I was like, because I live for that shit.
And I went like, I knew it!
I fucking knew it! And I was like, oh my god. It was my first
I
hint of
also
something
knew that
wrong.
the doctor would be the first one to clock that Donna's not the real one.
My arms are too long. I live for that, but we're not even there yet.
Okay, so they go into the emotional stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
also, she
yeah.
talked about how long her family will wait.
Yeah, I love how Russell T Davies does families. He gave us Jackie, he gave us Sylvia, and he gave us.
I was about to say you have
Ooh.
you have a time machine, so you could just get to it. Then I realized the TARDIS never accurately gets to a timeline. Never. Yeah. The Donna walks in this time.
Yeah. What does she say? Oh, the doctor's like
Gallifrey.
talking. Yeah, but before that, the doctor's just like talking about the TARDIS, and I thought it was like very beautiful what he was saying.
When Donna walks in and asks a very personal question. I'm very so used to the doctor getting super sensitive when you mention Gallifrey.
It's been blown up like twice now. Come on now. He's probably used to it. Now he's got the flux to fucking worry about.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the flux.
I forgot about the flux too. Until he mentioned it, I was like, oh.
Alright, that was... Yeah, got it.
Well, yeah, that was an entire season.
How was it? How did it happen? I don't remember it.
Just smile and nod.
Okay.
But yeah. Then we Donna's arms are too long.
Yep.
They mentioned it first, and then we cut to the suster realizing that he needs food to like live. Because Donna's talking about how hungry she is. And I thought that was so creepy. That was so creepy the way he was like, oh yeah, we need food to live. Or like, we need food. Oh. And then we cut to Donna with her arm too long, and the doctor at first thinks like she's been like taken over by something, and he's like, I can help.
I was like, that's
moment.
not... I don't know how he doesn't understand that. I don't know. Okay, so she thinks she's being
like altered by something, possessed.
They mentioned venom, like
yeah.
So maybe
venom.
I don't know. Maybe she's being controlled by like a symbiotic creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he realized, no, that's not you.
I like that he had just like a moment of like trying to help her because he didn't realize it yet. I think that's
Donna realized it immediately though.
She's on that shit. But his hand was like... Donna's hand was like fine, but the doctor's hand was like so fucked up. It was...
You know what it reminds me?
What?
Like the body horror we were about to witness.
Yes.
Recounting these events.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that analog horror YouTube series called the Mandela Catalog.
I haven't experienced that. It reminds me a lot of The Thing.
The Thing?
Yeah. That has a lot of like body changing, and it's for like very much this episode where it's like unknown entity that like can copy a person, and then it does like mad body horror. But yeah.
The Thing had a lot of adaptations.
It did.
I haven't seen any of them either.
I think it has like 2 main ones, and then there's a sequel. But I watched the 1950s one, and I watched the 80s one.
The Thing review coming up for me, I guess.
Yeah, the Thing 1 and 2. Oh, I haven't watched the Thing 2, so we can do that review, okay? In 3 weeks' time. But
yeah, no, the Mandela Catalog and The Thing very much in that. It looks like me. It's not getting the imitation quite right, and it's very creepy.
I love that Doctor Who's doing stuff like that. I love that that's what we're getting. I love that.
It also reminded me of that library episode.
Yeah, the Silence of the Library. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
The girl.
Oh, do you remember Miss Evangelista was yes. Elon Musk's ex-wife.
What?
I told you this before.
I don't remember anything.
Miss Evangelista was Elon Musk's ex-wife, and they're like on talking terms.
Oh Oh my god.
It's bad out here. She deserved her fate. But anyway. But yeah, they run out into the hallway and like they meet each other again.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real ones, not the imposters. Both David Tennant and Catherine Tate get to play the villains this week, which is great.
Midnight also did like an assimilation thing.
Yeah, same writer. I think they did like a great job as the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Yes, but also the main factor was that it the whole doppelganger thing.
Yeah.
That was I think helping here, but also not the first. Okay, I don't understand. This isn't the first time Doctor Who had to deal with doppelgangers. I feel like at this point you have to have some system set in stone.
But
say to each other like a couple of things.
But
or
no, but
whatever.
the difference is these doppelgangers have the like the real person's mind. That's where it becomes like complicated.
True.
So if you
but-
think of like a code word, the fucking doppelganger's gonna have it.
Mhm. Well, these ones had a disadvantage, which they didn't understand physics.
Oh yeah. Oh, would this be the chase scene? Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
the line before that. I'm the doctor. This is Donna, and she said, "So are they." I live for Donna. She's so funny.
It's true. Why would you introduce yourself if they copied you?
Yeah. Oh,
They
there's
already
like
know.
the scene where like David Tennant's jaw drops.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love like, I know the effects aren't like top quality, but I just love that they're doing it.
I thought it was going to turn into a joke about the assimilations wanting to eat them, but it went into the I actually don't understand how human bodies work.
Yeah. See, we come from nothing and we are nothings. Those are like great lines. They're so creepy, these wee monsters. And we don't even
Is there
like find it.
a physics concept of nothingness?
I
Just the
know.
whole time the episode I was thinking about physics. Like the only thing I could think of was just black holes and antimatter, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the doctor and the Donna jump in the cart
The Dr. Donna.
and they race off. Oh, and then the fucking Suster and Susna on all fours like start running after them.
Were they on all fours at that point?
Yeah. This is when they got really big and
Oh
Doctor
yeah.
and Donna drive off.
Mm.
And then there's like the wee faces, the wee face effects. God bless them. God bless the visual effects people. They really tried.
I mean, there's no way to make it not look uncanny.
It's not even uncanny. It's just I thought the effects didn't look great. I'm fine with that.
Were you
and
thinking of Snapchat filters?
why would
Oh
you
my
think
god,
that?
it's on there. It's on there.
Literally,
I was thinking
Snapchat
about
filters.
it before.
But I don't really mind. I can like forgive bad effects.
I'm fine. I don't.
Oh yeah, Big Susna, which is a name I've written, swipes the cart and it like breaks down.
Mhm.
But then the imposters like grow too big and then they get trapped in the hallway.
They get weighed down by their inability to understand reality. and
I love
physics.
that. I really enjoyed this episode.
It's so surrealist though. Like
It is very surrealist. The Doctor and Donna begin to climb towards the van. Oh,
I was like, okay, there was something I was thinking. I was like, at that point I would think Donna climbs first and then the Doctor next. But they were like both climbing it with
Yeah.
Donna right behind, and then it just separated. I was like, I knew this was coming.
of course it was coming. It's Doctor Who. The hosts are gonna get separated. But then they start like walking down dark hallways, and then Donna hears wee footsteps, and then the doors thing happening. Do you remember that?
I thought another like thing would happen right after it.
Another
like
one?
a diversion,
Another one.
like a jump scare into a real jump scare. You know.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen because I would have shit myself. And then they're in the dark hallway in the food cold.
I could tell who was who, by the way. Even with
I
like
couldn't.
the Doctor doing the tie thing, I immediately was like, Yeah, no, I know it's not you.
I was never sure of who it was. And that's like the full tea there.
It's the third time I didn't know who was who, but the second time I did.
Oh, then they both run into each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they all try to convince each other that they're the real one.
Mm-hmm. But before that, she's talk about how she was born in Southampton.
Yeah.
And
As if he'd know.
how the doctor isn't from Gallifrey.
Oh, that was Susna. Sustana. I was so fucked up that she was the one to say all that to him.
Yeah, once again, Donna knows exactly that this isn't the doctor, but the doctor doesn't know that this isn't Donna.
What's in his head? But yeah,
he's a little bit unstable.
I feel like finally we could get like the flux explored well.
I don't remember it, so I can't make any opinions on it.
Oh well, all you really need to know is like half the universe got fucked over, got destroyed, and like Chris Chibnall was like happy to move on with it. The doctor didn't say shit, but now we're like finally getting some.
We're finally
repercussion.
We're finally getting some guilt.
Yeah.
Who. The classic doctor feeling guilty over everything.
Yeah. Gallifrey, he can't keep going on about Gallifrey, so we needed something new.
I mean, he could.
Well, it's not even from her, so what's the point?
That's
Think of shit. Thank you, Russ. No, thank you, Chris Chibnall. Oh no, I want to talk about the tie disappearing. I thought that was so cool.
Oh, right.
That was so like creepy.
And I didn't like that he had a realization. That's the part.
I love that.
Went like, when things I'm not looking at them anymore, they keep existing.
Literally babies.
I'm like,
but I love that.
But I thought that was so creepy. I was like, oh,
it was so creepy.
Walk back.
Yet, if I was Donna, I would not be standing at the end of that sentence.
I would be like, no, that's not true. They actually do disappear. You don't have any object permanence.
Yeah, and the fact that she was like, I'm going to tell you that I know it's not you. Bitch, hightail it.
You literally gaslight him back.
He's like, oh, or just be like, yeah, I believe it's you. And then, run.
And she also melted into...
Yeah, when the doctor like goes for exorcist. I lived for that.
The back thingy, just walking on all fours
like
with the head.
Again, the effects. We David Tennant's head on a green screen yet again. Stay away from green screens.
I thought it was creepy, but I also thought it would go faster.
I thought it was creepy too.
It was like slower on all fours.
I loved that. Okay, then we're at all of the four Dr. Donnas enter the same room. Yeah, and then they do the same old. It's me, it's not me, but yeah, it ends up with the Doctor and Donna.
I'm not gonna lie to you, if that was me at that point, I would just give up doing convincing.
Yeah, what's the point? Just, you gives a shit.
I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm moving on to doing testing. But I guess if they can assimilate my mind, they would also just give up and be like, no, I'm giving up harder.
I was waiting for them to like discover a way to like figure out who was who, like in the thing.
They don't, outside of just like recognition and imperfect assimilation.
The thing had that shit down. They were like testing each other's blood and shit. But yeah, the doctor like put out salt from his coat and draws the lane between.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the cold thing, I thought that was a ghost thing, but it turns out it's just eating heat.
I also thought.
Now they're doing the salt thing, and I'm like, okay, so we're doing ghost thing.
I also thought it was like very creepy when they stopped. The cold stopped because it meant that they were like
done
assimilating.
Yeah.
Creepy as fuck. Oh yeah, there's like a scene where they have a wee conversation, but ultimately like Susna blows the salt, and it starts a wee chase where like they run. Oh yeah, the Doctor and Donna into a corner.
Yeah, the door comes back again.
That was so funny. Then they're able to run away.
Mm-hmm.
And then where are we now?
And now they like the glass dropped.
Oh yeah, they're able to run into the cockpit. Thoughts? The glass comes down, and then there's
And they're not even trying to break up the glass at that point.
Oh yeah.
I don't think. Oh yeah, they made a point about how I don't think they're attacking them. They're just riling them up. Honestly.
Yeah, they're just trying to scare them so that they think.
Yeah, they're having a Pennywise moment.
Yeah. But yeah, the more scared they are, the more they think, and the more they think is the more this creature can assimilate.
Mm-hmm.
Assimilate? Is that the right word?
Yeah, it's assimilating, just like, or copying. I don't know. Or
the more the copy process completes.
Mm-hmm. I honestly I was thinking it's like at first I was like, is it reading their minds? But no, it's just studying all of their reaction and words and stuff. But if it was able to copy what they would, I don't know. I'm not like smart enough to figure out what any of this means.
We're not scientists. So leave us alone. Leave us alone. Yeah, so they realize in order to think, so the imposters immediately start like throwing questions.
Mm-hmm. And then
the doctor has to think. The doctor has to think. He wants to know what the sound is. He pulls down. He makes the cover of the spaceship go away, and we see the very much female captain, girl boss, outside, dead as hell. What space shoes she got on?
I was wondering how she just didn't drift off. Maybe like the wire thing is caught onto the spaceship.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't really get that, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And she did a self-destruct on herself to do a self-destruct.
Yeah, because the wee creatures were copying her, and they almost knew how to fly the ship, which meant they could like destroy a civilization.
I don't understand their motivations, but you know, maybe it's they're like, oh, we've learned all the bad parts of humanity. To which I was like, yeah, I guess you've learned 90% of humanity.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason for it.
I'm not sure about their plan was when they got home, but what they wanted to like escape because they were stuck. They fell through the wormhole or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, we want the universe because we don't have it.
Yeah. Then we found out like there's a wee bomb. The ship is a bomb. Mm-hmm. No wee bombs here. The captain turned the entire ship into like a very slow bomb because the wee divas don't understand slowness. Mm-hmm. So it had to be like a very slow bomb.
Mm-hmm. They're like, you can't figure it out if it's slow enough.
Yeah. But then the doctor thinks about that, and then immediately the imposters like try to run to stop it.
And they keep knocking over Donna and stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna get there. No, I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, Donna.
Also, Donna gets to. Yeah, gets to hit it, which
free therapy. She got free therapy. They can't run. Oh, she's gonna need therapy after what happens, but anywho, they keep running. The TARDIS comes back because it's like it knows that the bomb's gonna go off anyway, so that the hostile action's over. Mm-hmm. The doctor's able to get in. He uses the TARDIS as like a scooter. So he scoots down to the two Donnas. He asks them, why is Miss Bean funny?
Mrs. Bean.
I think... Oh! Fake Donna said it was because it shares the name as a vegetable. Real Donna says, it just is. And the doctor, the dunce himself, grabs the fake one.
Do legumes? Yeah. Do legumes count as a vegetable?
I do not know. Why not just bring them both in?
I mean, it's, I guess, the joke here is that, is able to, the assimilation was almost complete, because
the joke
was able to trick,
yeah, the doctor,
yeah.
I still feel like, I feel so bad about that, and then, so the TARDIS
I feel like, I'm not gonna lie to you, at first I was like, oh, this has to be like a plan or something.
I thought it was a plan too.
Because the doctor is not looking back on Donna.
Yeah, me too.
But then I realized it wasn't.
Ugh, and Donna's like outside of it screaming.
She's like, "Oh, this is
You've
over.
got the wrong one." Well,
over.
it's over.
It's so over.
It's so over.
As soon as she said you've got the wrong one, no. As soon as she panicked, I realized this is Donna. And
Me too.
Throw,
And I started sweating. Like the entire episode, I was like on the edge of my seat. But this part was like, if some shit occurs, I'm done with this program. I would not have been able to handle that shit. But
turns out it's not.
Susness like slowly starts walking towards the doctor.
I don't understand what she's doing.
I think she was gonna kill him, and then
I don't understand why she's not fast. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, that
the doctor is gonna figure out it's not you.
Diva use them legs run, but the doctor figures it out. He makes like the pathway of the TARDIS tilt up. Which I love that shit. That's just camp. And then she slides out, and we Donna legs it for the fucking TARDIS. Also love the music during the scene where Donna's facing the explosion. I thought that was like very emotional shit. This was like way more effective than the fake out of last episode.
Yep. Also,
I believed it could happen.
There's also before we like get into the TARDIS, it was, you know how it was like, I want the doctor to be anti-cop or anti-military. Yeah. It sort of got that, but instead it was anti-war.
We got that, and we also got the fact that the Sonic Screwdriver was gone for a whole episode.
Yes.
Which we asked for the last episode.
Yep.
Of this, which is great. He's listening.
Yes, I've got a little bit of what I wanted, and you got what you wanted.
Yeah, that's great. He knows. Outwee Russell T Davies. He knows what's going on. He had like one not great special, but he's working his way back. Because this one was fucking great.
I think maybe the first one is a building block for another one.
Another one. I can't stop with the DJ collar. Another one. Anywho, after that, they just have a wee moment like hugging each other. Which
then they get back. He said he was 1 or 2 days off.
Oh no, we're not there yet. You love jumping ahead. You left for a wee hop. Yes, they talk about the salt.
Oh, right.
The doctor is like weary about that, and I think it's gonna come back. It's obviously gonna come back, but like to set that up, that he did salt at the edge of the universe, where the walls of the universe are thin. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
That's crazy because it immediately happens.
What?
The like things getting messed up.
Are we sure that's that though?
I was thinking it's the gravity thing.
Mavity, you mean?
Yes, Mavity thing.
Yeah. But
and then now he added the salt, and I'm like, oh yeah, he truly fucked up the universe.
I think it could be. I think it could be unrelated. I think it could be the toy maker, because I think. Do you know about the toy maker?
Nope.
He's next episode's wee villain, and he's from the first Doctor era, and he's coming back. But I think he's the one who like put the Doctor and Donna back together, and I think he's the one that made the mess. I think that perhaps the salt shit could be explored in a different story.
What about
I
the
could be
gravity
wrong.
thing?
That could genuinely just be like a joke that like never gets addressed.
He did say gravity at some point instead of math.
He did. He realized.
I'm not sure why it affected him though. I thought he lives outside of time.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But that's it. Yeah.
Oh, we get to see Will.
We see, and that's his last scene.
Oh no.
Because the actor like died when they were filming.
Oh.
Like he had more scenes that were scheduled for next episode. He didn't get to do them.
Oh.
But it was like a really good scene just getting to see him again. He's like one of the best characters from all of Doctor Who.
Yes.
Rip Diva, but for real. A real Rip Diva, because he was good. Do you know he was in Doctor Who since the 60s?
I didn't.
He was in not the same character, but he was part of a Dalek movie. I hate the way I say Dalek. But he was in a Dalek film adaptation. So rest in peace. Oh, and then there's like chaos. Chaos on the streets. Black Friday. A Black Friday deal caused everyone to go mad. And that's that.
The Black Friday. I mean, back in the 2000s, I feel like it was more intense back then.
People were getting stomped on. People died.
Because the discounts were much better.
I don't know. Death to those workers because they died. Rip. Anyway, we're done, Doctor Who.
Yes. Final thoughts. I like this episode.
I love this episode.
So I'll rate it David Tennant.
I was thinking you should rate it a fucking companion this time.
Okay.
And then next episode you could do a monster.
So you don't understand. The Doctor had more companions than it had doctors.
What about Russell T Davies companions? There's 3 of them.
Okay. So you want me to rate it out of 3 here?
Yeah, Donna, Rose, and Martha.
Okay, I'll rate the episode a Rose.
So that's like top tier then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, second tier maybe?
No, it's 2 out of 3. That's more than half.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair. I will give it a 7.5. I really like this. I liked it a lot. I hope
did as well.
This is the Doctor Who I really want. It's the one I've been fucking missing since the first 4 seasons ended. So I'm like very happy with this. Any closing statement?
I think this will keep going up and up and up. Although I'm not sure how you beat like this type of horror.
You can't beat this kind of horror.
But I won't measure it to the same like standards because that doesn't make sense. It's probably gonna go for another vibe in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
So I think, well, I was excited for this one, and I think I'm gonna keep getting excited. And also, tune in for Spooky's Passenger review, Alien review, The Thing 2 review, and
of course Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Yes.
In 4 weeks' time.
And the Alien review from me, I guess.
And in 5 weeks' time, we'll be back to talk about the next episode of Doctor Who.
5 weeks' time, huh?
Because we have to do all that other shit. I'm not editing all that in like a couple days.
I feel like we have less to edit here outside of like filler words or us being like,
You don't know how long it took me to cut that old episode.
I still think, and I didn't like it.
I wish you wouldn't think. I wish you wouldn't think. Just stop thinking. Have you thought of that? I wish you wouldn't thought. Stop thinking. Yeehaw.
I have to say also, we've had like a dark color palette last time. Now we've got a light color palette.
What's next week's gonna be?
It's gonna be colorful.
Colorful diva. Divas of color. Oh no, that's
it's chaos, different. So it actually might be colorful.
Chaos Walking. That's 6 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
You know Chaos Walking?
No.
Tom Holland.
Okay,
so
yeah, we're gonna. Okay, so Passenger, The Thing, Alien, the Dalek movie, and Chaos thing.
Chaos Walking featuring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I've been Spooky Garbage.
And ich bin das Interstellar host or whatever.
And you're watching Disney Channel.